What do you make of that question from the Daily Mail? Is this the end of Trump's political ambitions?
Yeah, I've been looking at the papers. I've also been looking at some of the American news websites because I think it's quite interesting to see how this story is being sold to the American people, as well as how the world is looking at it. And obviously, no one wants to belittle the details of the case and the woman's experience, which, as we know now, a jury has upheld, although in a moment we'll talk further about some of the smaller detail on that. But yes, the wider political implications of having someone potentially running to be the occupant of the White House who has this sort of conviction against them. I think that the issue is going to be in some of these sort of nuances of the detail. This is a civil case, not a criminal court case. So there is it's judged on a different standard in British law as well as in American law. Some of the detail, as your expert was saying a little while ago, of what the jury decided was unproven is going to be key. And then, just as you say, what happens next in all of this? The Washington Post, which, to be fair, has never been a particular Trump supporter, put that exact question to quite a few people. It's gone through, and really the reaction is pretty much how you would expect it. Partly because in the past, President Trump has consistently portrayed his critics and some of the cases that have gone against him as being part of this witch hunt, as he's put it, and just saying that this has all been fabricated against him, that no one should believe the truth of all of this. And so when you muddy the water that much about what you can believe, what is conspiracy, what is true, what is fake news, it does become a bit harder for some people to work out how they should react to things like this. And there are some Republicans who are still basically saying, this is a witch hunt. It's unfair on President Trump. This is Marco Rubio, who's absolutely key to jumping in to support President Trump in these sort of situations, saying the jury is a joke, the whole case is a joke. So I think it's going to be pretty much as it was before, in terms of if you were a Trump supporter, you're still probably going to believe in him.
Yeah, because, the only legal sanction Trump will face is a financial one. And in terms of his political ambitions, Sandy, there's nothing in the Constitution that prevents someone who's been charged or convicted from serving. So, as you say, it may not damage him as much as some people might hope.
Some of the Republican women that the likes of the Washington Post have been speaking to are saying it does make life difficult, which perhaps is one of the biggest understatements in politics at the moment. And we do know there will be an appeal, and that it's the timescale of some of that, and it's the fact that not all of the charges, or the substantive charge that it was rape, was not found by the jury there. So there's enough room for interpretation of what's gone on to perhaps keep President Trump in the game. It's one of the great cliches of journalism, isn't it? Only time will tell.